Hey everyone, are you ready for a night of absolute bone-crushing intensity in the 2026 World Cup semifinals? We are talking about a historic clash, Argentina against England at the Atlanta Stadium in the USA, a showdown that will give you goosebumps from sheer excitement and thrill. Just imagine the immense pressure and psychological tension of this match, which brings together the defending champions, Argentina, and a terrifying generation of the Three Lions, led by the tactical genius Thomas Tuchel. All eyes across the globe are fixed on this green pitch, and everyone is waiting to see who will impose their tactical style and dominate the midfield battle to seal their ticket straight to the dream final in New Jersey. My friends, this isn't just an ordinary 90-minute football match. This is about a deep-rooted historical vendetta, a clash of generations, and complex tactical moves on the footballing chessboard between Lionel Scaloni and Thomas Tuchel. Today, in this exclusive tactical analysis, we will dive deep into the finest technical details and reveal the hidden cards of both managers to find out how this great football epic will be decided and who is closer to making it through. The journey of the Argentine tango in this legendary World Cup has been a crazy ride, full of drama and genuine passion, my friends. Argentina, as the defending champion, entered the tournament carrying on its shoulders the hopes of an entire nation and millions of fans. So far, they have played 6 fierce and difficult matches, demonstrating a winning mentality and a terrifying attacking ferocity, scoring a whopping 17 goals. On the other hand, however, the Argentine defense has struggled significantly and worryingly, conceding 6 goals. We saw how the tango struggled in the decisive knockout stages, needing extra time to overcome tough and stubborn obstacles like Cape Verde, Egypt, and Switzerland, with extreme difficulty and exhaustion. This shocking defensive struggle gives us a clear indication that Scaloni's defensive system is not at its best, with obvious and exposed gaps that any strong and organized attack could easily exploit to breach goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez's net. But my friends, when we talk about the fighting spirit and Argentine grinta, Argentina always possesses an incredible ability to make a comeback, thanks to their strong champion's personality, which keeps them fighting until the very last second of the match without tiring or giving in.
على الجانب الآخر من اللوحة الفنية، الأسود الثلاثة بقيادة الداهية التكتيكي الألماني توماس توخل عم يكتبوا تاريخ جديد كلياً في مونديال 2026. الإنجليز سجلوا لحد هلأ 13 هدف بالبطولة، وظهروا بتنظيم تكتيكي عالي الانضباط وجماعية مرعبة بتخوف أي منافس بيوقف بطريقهم بالأدوار الإقصائية. تأهلوا كمتصدرين لمجموعتهم بكل جدارة واستحقاق، وبعدين كملوا الطريق الإقصائي الصعب وتخطوا عقبة جمهورية الكونغو الديمقراطية والمكسيك بأداء فني قوي ورزين جدا وثقة عالية بالنفس. وفي مباراة ربع النهائي النارية والمليئة بالإثارة واجهوا المنتخب النرويجي العنيد وحسموا اللقاء الصعب لمصلحتهم بنتيجة 2-0 بعد اللجوء للأشواط الإضافية بفضل قراءة توخل الممتازة وتغييراته الحاسمة. هذا المنتخب الإنجليزي بيمتلك حالياً عمق تشكيلي مرعب وخيارات قوية على دكة البدلاء، بالإضافة لقوة بدنية هائلة بتسمح له يفرض إيقاعه السريع والصارم على الخصوم بالأوقات الحرجة. توماس توخل نجح بزرع عقلية واقعية جداً بتعتمد على الفعالية الهجومية القصوى مع الحفاظ على التوازن الدفاعي، وهذا اللي بيجعل إنجلترا خصم معقد جداً للأرجنتين في هذا اللقاء المصيري والمنتظر.
This clash is no ordinary clash, nor is it just 90 minutes, guys. We are talking about the 6th chapter of one of the oldest and fiercest historical rivalries in the world of football at the World Cup. Historically, the advantage clearly tilts toward the English national team, with 4 full victories compared to just a single win for Argentina, and one highly exciting draw full of suspense and psychological tension. The historic beginning was in 1962, when England won 3-1. After that, in 1966, the English won 1-0 in a match that witnessed a controversial sending off. However, the stunning and famous Argentine response came in the quarterfinals of 1986 with the historic header of the legend Diego Maradona, which was called the Hand of God.
And his legendary second goal, in which he dribbled past half of the England team to score the goal of the century. In the 1998 round of 16, we witnessed an epic that ended in a 2-2 draw, and the famous sending off of David Beckham, leading the Tango to qualify via a dramatic penalty shootout after legendary resilience. Then, Beckham returned to take his revenge in the World Cup 2000 with a killer penalty goal that settled the match for the English, giving us a burning football rivalry and a formidable history that ignites the excitement for this fiery encounter before it even begins.
Now, let's look at the advanced numbers and shocking statistics that reveal all the tactical details and behind-the-scenes action of this highly anticipated, epic football clash between the two giants, folks. Offensively, Argentina clearly and terrifyingly dominates with a staggering average of 2.8 goals per match, compared to England's scoring average of 2.2 goals per game. However, the real worry for the coaches begins when we look at defensive solidity. Argentina has conceded goals in their last 4 consecutive matches in the tournament, while England's net has been breached in 3 of their last 5 games. This shocking statistic clearly reveals obvious and fatal gaps in the backlines and defensive positioning issues for both sides that attackers can exploit to punish the opponent. At the same time, both teams are considered the absolute best in this World Cup when it comes to set pieces, converting corner kicks and free kicks into decisive, lethal goals that turn the tide of matches. These advanced figures clearly tell us that we are in for an open and highly exciting attacking match, where mental focus and avoiding simple mistakes in midfield will make the real difference in this great, historic evening. When we look at the expected lineups of both teams and the names present, we see a terrifying constellation of elite world stars who can decide this match with a single magical touch in the blink of an eye, folks. Lionel Scaloni will deploy a flexible tactical formation ranging between 4-4-2 and 4-3-3, with Emiliano Martinez in goal, an iron defense led by Romero and Lisandro, a fiery midfield featuring De Paul, Enzo and McAllister, and in attack, the legend Messi alongside Lautaro Martinez. As for Thomas Tuchel, he relies on his classic and favorite 4-3-3 formation, with Pickford in goal, John Stones and Reece James in defense, a midfield of steel led by Rice and Bellingham, and a devastating attack featuring Saka, Rashford and the marksman Harry Kane. The ultimate key to victory and the trump card for Argentina is the magician Lionel Messi, who, at 39 years old, is delivering an exceptional, historic tournament with 8 goals. And what is exciting is that this is his first ever match against England in his long international career. On the other hand, the golden duo of the England squad, Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, are the real source of danger for the Three Lions, with 6 goals each in the tournament, forming a striking attacking force that can never be underestimated. Tactically on the pitch, the battle will be a real clash of attrition and a conflict of complex tactical ideas between 2 completely different footballing schools, my friends. Argentina relies mainly on a very narrow tactical formation in midfield. This clever approach gives complete freedom to Lionel Messi to drop deep into the center of the pitch as a hub to distribute passes and dictate play with total freedom. When the Argentine fullbacks push forward on the flanks, the midfielders create a numerical overload in the center of the pitch, easily bypassing England's first line of press with superb passing speed that penetrates defensive blocks. On the other hand, Thomas Tuchel focuses entirely on exploiting the flanks and wide open spaces. Advanced statistics indicate that 74% of England's attacking threat comes through the wings and crosses. The English tactic relies on Harry Kane dropping deep as a false 9 to drag defenders out of position, clearing up excellent space in the center for the human-trained Jude Bellingham to burst into from deep with immense speed and physical power. This high-level, intelligent tactical struggle will make the match resemble a live game of chess between 2 managers looking for just half a mistake from the opponent to pounce on and snatch a ticket to the grand final. All right, everyone. What are the precise tactical and strategic tips that both managers must follow in this tense clash to secure the golden ticket to the dream final? For Thomas Tuchel, the first and most important weapon is completely isolating Messi from his teammates. Not through tight man marking, but by funneling him into the congested, suffocating areas between Rice and Bellingham in midfield. He must also exploit the impetuosity and aggressiveness of Argentina's defenders, like Romero and Lisandro, luring them out through Bellingham's clever movements to open up wide gaps in the center, while maintaining a high and continuous press on their build-up play from the back. As for Scaloni, he must be extremely cautious of the large gap in pressing between the attack and midfield lines when possession is lost, because Tuchel is highly adept at punishing vacant spaces with quick and lethal long passing. Argentina must tightly secure the flanks and prevent the advance of England's fullbacks and their fast wingers like Saka and Rashford to block dangerous crosses and direct balls targeted at the clinical striker Harry Kane inside the Argentine penalty area. Defensive focus and covering the space behind Argentina's fullbacks will be the true safety valve to prevent England from posing their rapid threat.
We have reached the decisive and long-awaited moment, everyone. Who will fly to the historic World Cup final at the 2026 World Cup in the United States? Supercomputer statistics from the Opta network give a very slight advantage to England, with a 39% chance of winning in regular time compared to 31% for Argentina, and 29% for a draw scenario leading to extra time. However, the opinion of sports analysts and fans of the game leans towards a victory for the Tango squad by a score of 2-1. The reason is their great experience, high fighting spirit, and Argentine grinta in deciding crucial clashes. The match will be full of goals, excitement, and crazy details, and the option of scoring more than 2 goals in the match is highly likely, given the terrifying and devastating offensive power that both teams possess on the pitch. Get ready for a true football epic that will be written in letters of gold in the books of global football history. And the team that controls its nerves and makes fewer mistakes is the one that will fly to the Dream World Cup final. Tell me your thoughts and predictions in the comments, guys. Who will be the champion of this battle and the opponent in the awaited final? Argentina or England?